grande coreógrafo de musicais, Sergio Trujillo, para conhecer um pouquinho mais sobre a carreira dele e os projetos que estão vindo. Sergio, thank you so much for taking the time to do this. I'm a huge fan of your work. Well, Memphis, Jersey Boys, Next to Normal, we can talk about this, and Addams Family. We can talk about the shows for hours.
Yeah, thank you for, I'm excited to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this.
I'm excited to have people watch the show in Brazil. I haven't been there yet, but Addams Family has been there, and there's a couple of other shows that have sites on premiering in Brazil. Oh. So I can't speak yet which shows those are, but I'm happy to be here with you.
Well, we're very excited to have your shows in Brazil, and hopefully you'll make it there at some point, and we can show you the place.
I'm actually going this year for New Year's for the first time ever.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Where are you going
Rio.
To Rio. Oh, that's
yes.
a perfect choice.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Are you staying at the beach, or?
I'm staying right by the beach, yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
You have to see the fireworks. Oh,
I know, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Now, how, when we're talking about these huge musicals, how is the work with the creative team as a whole? Because there's so much that involves in choreography, from character development to wardrobe to music. How is that work with the whole creative team?
So when they create a Broadway show, it has many different ways of the way that they go about creating a show. Usually begins with an idea, the producer, the writer, the composer, the producer, so on and so forth. And some of the times the choreographer gets brought on last. I've been lucky enough that most of the projects that I've been involved with, I've been brought in from the beginning. Mm-hmm. With Jersey Boys, I was very much right there. We started 9 years ago, actually, in La Jolla, and with Memphis the same, with Addams Family as well. So it's been incredibly, I think, very useful for us as we're creating the show, for me to be able to help. And for instance, they may be doing a number, and all of a sudden, they're singing, and then they're singing a little too much. And I just think for them, I say to the team, listen, I can take care of what they're saying right now and what they're singing about through choreography, so that the number then escalates and elevates to a place where the audience feel elated. The audience doesn't quite know what is happening, but they go with it because that's what dance does. We have a saying on Broadway that if you can't say it, you sing it. If you can't sing it, you dance it. So that is really how I in terms of when I work with my creative teams, that's how I collaborate with them. And I'm very, very hands-on. I'm very much involved in the creative process.
Shows that went all over the world, and Next to Normal, even though it's not on Broadway anymore, is still kind of eternal because it became such a hit all over the place. Memphis, the same thing. It has a DVD. It's going to live on for generations.
It's going to go to London next year.
Oh well, yeah, I heard about that, and I think it went. It's on tour in the US.
It's on tour, yeah.
I remember there was a production going on. So, well, Addams Family has been in South America, Jersey Boys. Australia too. Yeah. Jersey Boys has been in Australia. It's in Las Vegas. It's here.
London. Holland, South Africa, Singapore.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
And how do you feel to have your work? It's eternalized. Like now, your work is out there for the world to see, and like young kids are probably watching. Like you did watch the musicals that inspire you. How do you feel about that? That it's you've reached the world.
Well, I think one of the things that I've actually come to understand and know and learn as I continue to do what I do is that I love being here in New York, and I love to create shows on Broadway because it is the epicenter of theater. Mm-hmm. But the one thing that I've actually learned and really now understand and try to push myself is there is a whole other world that needs to be exposed to theater. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad that my shows are being seen all over the world.
So you have been very successful with creating your own signature in each show that you do. I remember every show that I've seen, there is something of choreography that I take out you know, like the Jersey Boys with the hands, the Addams Family with the, and you're an Addams.
Right, good girl.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I remember that.
Yes.
So how do you choose, did you choose that, or it's just something that came up?
By the way, I call it the $1 million step.
Oh.
If I ever have a biography, it's going to be called the $1 million step.
If you ever need someone to write it, call me.
Yeah, okay, good. It's, no, you know, those moments come out of, you know, I don't go into it thinking, okay, well, I'm going to create a signature step. I think that it just comes out of pure creation. And interestingly enough, it's always the simplest steps that catch on.
Well, because people can reproduce
Just
it.
like, well, but it's always, I know, that's right. And like when history too, you know, like the twist, everybody inside of the twist. So I call it the $1 million step. You know, I think subconsciously when I'm doing a show, I sort of try to figure out, okay, well, I got to figure out what is the theme step for each one of these shows. And it always, the way that I figure it out, that is the $1 million step, is because it's when people like you ask me, you know, can you show me this step where you do that? So I know, okay, so that is the one. So I never decide. I let people decide.
Well, it happens. So you have worked with two of the most renowned dancers on Broadway, Chita Rivera and Bibi Newirth. Right?
Yes.
So how is it for you, you know, coming from Colombia, getting to here and, you know, doing all these musicals, working with Chita Rivera, who is a legend, and Bibi Newirth?
Oh my God! Well, you know, I have the greatest life. I'm very lucky. Very lucky. I'm so fortunate to have been blessed by people like Chita and Bibi, and I also got to work with Gwen Verdon.
Oh.
And I also got to work with Anne Rankin. So
you're four legends we're talking about.
Yeah, you know, my last show was Fosse, and it was a blessing because I knew that during the show that would be the last time that I danced. And Gwen Verdon taught me a number called Bojangles, which was it's about an old dancer, and I got to spend a lot of time with her in the studio. So I'll never ever forget that. And as I think about it, I get sort of all sort of emotional because it was just it's like that moment is suspended in time. But there's nobody like Chita. There's nobody like Chita Rivera. She is, if God said to someone, you are here to dance and entertain and bring joy to people, your name is Chita and I create you. And that was it. She's all of those things. Chita is the most unbelievable, most special human being I know.
Plenty of nothing.
Thank you so much for
My
taking
pleasure.
the time for this.
My pleasure. I look forward to seeing it.
Well, I'll send you the link as soon as I have it done.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. My pleasure.